I was a boy, there was a pond. Oh, it was a spooky thing. All around it was mountains of kudzu and canebrake. Now, I tell you now, finding it the first time, that was a hard thing to do. Ever finding it again, now, that was a miracle. So that's why we call this place, this magic place, we call it Lost River. And there were folks in town what did not believe it exists. But ever so often, some young sweetheart or wandering children would stumble onto it, you know, and it never needing to be told. Without a sign, without a map, they know. Oh, I can hear them still, yeah. Mon Dieu, oh mon Dieu, we done found Lost River. Now, I remember the day I seen it. I come through that canebrake right at sundown. Well, I was lost, me. And when I caught sight of that place, I grabbed my heart. Swear to God, put my hand on my chest to grab hold of my very heart. I thought I died. There was something like mist coming off that water, and highways of gold and yellow sunshine come streaking through that gray old spooky Spanish moss. And when it hit that mist, gold everywhere. It's in the air and the water and turned me gold. And then under that water, I see a great, giant, old black catfish. Big, 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 like a submarine, moving silent and confident, just like God. And they just weren't no such thing as time. So me, I took off my clothes. I had to dive into that. I hit that cold gold and scared the hell out of God. Oh, and I knew it. See, I was aware of it right at that moment, that place. It reached up, it grabbed me right by my soul. And I tell you the truth, it got me still. I closed my eyes, and I'm still there right now. I hit that water. I swam in pure sunlight and turned old, but got caught young forever. After I left that night, me, like everybody else, could never find that place again. I'll never know how I got there. I never knew how to get back. Oh, but that night when I got home, I got my daddy. I said, Daddy, I done found Lost River. And he smiled. And he knew by the look on my face. Didn't need to explain. Wasn't exaggerating. You know, peoples could tell. Peoples could always tell when somebody really found it. My daddy nodded his head and he said, yes, sir. Yeah, I was about your age when I found it, too. And, I guess it was 3 or 4 years later. Daddy took me and all 6 brothers down with him to the Civic Center. Well, the time they go against him then, and he was looking mighty hard for a job. You see, down there in that, how they call that bottom of the Civic Center, they got the home of the Army Corps of Engineers. And, oh, man, I'm telling you, they got a map, the like of which you never saw before again. It covered the wall down there. 'Twas big, yeah, big as a fat girl's appetite. It had detail and color and contour. Where there were hills, it had hills. Where there were valleys, it had valleys. Run your fingers over this map was to be there, to go there, to take a trip. So right away, me and my buck-toothed brother Scooter began a looking, tracing Bayou Pierre and the Old Red, when all of a sudden, a supervisor with a pot belly and a gold tooth come up and say, "What you looking for, children?" And me, I look him hard in the eye. I say, "We hunting up Lost River." Oh, that gold tooth flashed right away. Ain't no such place. And I say, "Damn if that's so." And he say, "Look here, boy. This here's the official government U.S. Army Corps of Engineers geotopographical map, and is right. This whole area flood control program depend on that map being accurate. I know that map, and there ain't no Lost River." And I say, "I swum in it." He said, No, you swum in Red River." I say, No, I swum in Red River, I swum in Lost River, and I know the difference. Ooh, the room got quiet there. And that supervisor, he puffed himself up. He curled his lips so that damn gold tooth shine. And he said real condescending, "You stupid coon-ass boy, I know what I'm talking about. You wrong." So me, I go get Daddy, and I say, "Daddy, tell him." And that supervisor turned quick on Daddy like a snapping turtle. And Daddy looked down at the floor. And I said, Daddy, tell him. He's wrong. And my daddy looked up real slow at me and said, "Now, son." Oh, boy. He's the expert. Well, that was the day that I learned. I learned about experts and how they know better than you about some things. But some things you know best. And most likely, the secret, most precious, most beautiful things in your heart and in your life just ain't on any map. But you been there. You know they real, they true, whether you can prove it or not. So don't ever let anybody talk you out of what you know to be true. You see, I have learned that an expert is a person who rarely gets wet. So anything you yourself done swum in,